Hey, Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, all praise, all honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, ChakWadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Demayim, and here in the Atlantic camp, but last weekend I went down and hung out with the Columbus camp with them. And right from the get-go, beginning of camp, this filthy Christian comes up and he's like, hey man, I'd like to share with you all the gospel, the good news. And we're like, all right, let's hear it. And he says the same old played out stuff that they say over and over, that the scriptures are for everyone, that everybody can receive salvation, and just blah, 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 with Jesus Christ. I hate even saying it. It's hard to even come out. But yeah, he went into all this. And we started to break some things down to him, showing him it's not for everybody. That's just for Israel. And even of Israel, it's just for the elect of Israel. And what bothered me is that we're in the Bible Belt. We're in Georgia. Of course, we have heard these words, this understanding that has been put out since forever, since the Renaissance, really. And it's frustrating. I grew up in the church. All the other brothers grew up in the church. And he comes out like we have no idea what we're talking about. We grew up in the church, and the Lord cast his spirit down and showed us through the apostles and elders that this is a lie, that you all are all practicing a lie. You're adding on, you're taking away. You should have been in school to where you actually heard about about Constantine and the Council of Nicaea. It shouldn't be that big of a mystery that this is a lie. You celebrate pagan holidays. That's a lie. You call on a false name that couldn't possibly be his name. That's a lie. You think everybody's can be saved. That's adding on. Then you're also taking away from the Israelites and their number one status with the Lord. And you guys you're just filthy liars. And when it comes down to it, the Lord said he's going to remove a seed line off this planet Earth. How can everybody be saved if the Edomites get completely done away with? They get everything to come back on them. The Lord, Isaiah 63, is coming back straight for them. What are you talking about? Why are you still talking about Christianity? This book has been sealed up until you're seeing Ezekiel 37 with the Israelites standing up on our feet. And this Christian still has more to say. And so, a lot of talking. 2 Corinthians 11 and verse 13. For such are false apostles. Every single Christian trying to go out and deliver their false gospel, they're false apostles. You got a fake name. You got a false doctrine. You practice pagan holidays. You're liars. It says deceitful workers. Exactly. Liars. This lie is in your heart too. You can't even purge it out. You need to just shut up. Transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. And that's what you think you are. You think you're actually the one sent out to deliver this good news. You're not. You are a part of this world. This is worldly. It says, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. The spiritual demon, Satan. He's what controls your Christianity and all of the religions of this world. It's all on the left-hand side. It's all big fat lie. And he has people that are under him, specifically the Edomites, who have been controlling the narrative of the scriptures and saying what is, what isn't. And even there's a portion of them that claim to be the Lord's people. They're not. They're being revealed currently too. These are Edomites. They're all Edomites, and they are of the devil. Verse 15, therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. All you Christians are this. You think you're actually in good case, go around planet saying you're saved, even though the scripts say that he that endureth into the end, the same shall be saved. That goes over your head. You're not saved. You're not going to be saved too with this false name. And you're on the left-hand side with your Christianity. You've added on, taken away. You say the laws are done away with. What do you expect to happen? We're telling you that you're going to get nuked. And these nukes that are coming up, or you're going to die of famine or the sword. Who knows what the Lord's got planned for you, but you're not going to be saved from this calamity that's coming. It says, whose end shall be according to their works. You say the laws are done away with, which allows people to sin. That brings death into the world. So what do you expect? You're going to get and receive death for all of the lies that you've been pushing out. It's just gross darkness that you're pushing out, and you're causing people to err from what you're saying. We're going to finish out here at Psalms 50, because these Edomites have stolen and taken the Lord's words unto them, but they do the exact opposite. So they're going to be judged by every word in this book. And that's why Yahushua is coming straight for Edom. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This is Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith. The wicked being the Edomites. You could go to Malachi 1 and 4. These are the people of the Lord's indignation that he shall... basically, these are the people of his curse to judgment. These are the people that are the wicked, the nation of the wicked. These are so-called white people and these small hatters that claim to be the Lord's people. That's the wicked. And the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So who do you see controlling and influencing the earth the most at the highest level? It's them. They own the banking system. They run the entertainment and media system. They're up there. And they've committed blasphemy with their white Jesus and all that too, as well as touching the Bible and saying it in this wrong, delinquent manner. It says, but unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee? That's exactly what you do. You hold the book and claim to be these morally superior people. That's why you call yourselves white, because you think you're pure and innocent. But you don't follow anything within these scriptures, not a single thing. And you let the world err in your gross darkness. I'm gonna skip down to actually, I'm gonna just keep going. Verse 18 it says, when thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with them, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. That's what you're doing. It says, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Because you're our closest relative. So-called white people and you small hatters, you're our closest relatives. But you have only demonized us, slandered us, put us down. Even us standing on our feet, you're still coming to try to stop our building. And that's why that Christian came up to try to get his gospel. But you could tell he's defeated in his heart. It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, because of those images you put out. And you've been holding this, and your civilization has been allowed to flourish. But the Lord said, show favor unto the wicked. So you're favored, you're in this temporary blessing that you have, but it's all crashing down. It's all coming down. It says, but I will reprove thee, and that's what's happening right now. The truth is coming out. It's flourishing within this earth. And your lies are being pushed down. They're being sunken down. It says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. And that's what you're watching. You're seeing Ezekiel 37, the valley of the dry bones, this great awakening happening, and you're trying to stop it. You're trying to stop the Lord's words, and you're fighting against the Lord with your false doctrine that is not going to stand. and it will never stand. This is the end of you Edomites, you Christians, you small hatters, all of y'all. You're done. You were done, and the Lord is casting you down. So, Lord will, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.